How does the process of finding an apartment in Chiang Mai, Thailand look like? In this very video, I will answer that question. I'm going to take you along with us as we check out 10 different apartments in Chiang Mai. I'll give you some tips on what to look for in a condo, talk about different areas of the city, and be sure to watch until the end to find out which one we decided on. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Prisha. I'm a single mom and digital nomad, and I've been traveling full-time with my baby since he was a mere 5 weeks old. He's already been to 24 countries before the age of 2. If this sounds like your kind of content, hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell so you never miss one of our videos. Alright guys, so we have arrived at the first condo here called D Condo. This is Kwan, the realtor. She's gonna help us find a great apartment. And look at the pool, guys, it's beautiful. Very big, and then right above it there's a bridge with a gym in it. D Condo Ping is a modern complex that was completed in 2018. The amenities are amazing and they have tight security as the building is equipped with face scan technology. The location is also great, just a 5-minute walk from Chiang Mai's biggest mall, Central Festival, and this studio was priced at 10,000 baht, which is equivalent to $305 US. Closet area. In Thailand, it is common to use a real estate agent to help you find an apartment. In fact, it is a bit more difficult to search without one. Unlike in other countries, you won't be paying a separate fee to the agent, but standard practice is to pay a deposit equivalent to 2 months' rent to the owner upon signing the contract. And then, normally, the owner will pay the agent the equivalent of 1 month's rent. The deposit is refundable upon completion of the contract as long as there are no damages done to the apartment, and the 2 month deposit is required whether or not you go through an agent. Not only does D Condo Ping have a nice pool and gym, but this common area looks really nice and cozy. It's a good place for remote workers and digital nomads to sit back and get some work done. Yeah. Here we are at the other end of the pool, the other side of the gym. The vending machine there. Oh, look at that. I like that design aspect. There's a pathway that leads through the pool. Just saying, I really like this design, how you can walk through the pool.
Yes. And under the gym too.
Yeah, this pool is like a very unique pool.
First time I think, I don't think it will big like this.
Yeah.
I think it's very small.
It's very big. Yeah. Alright guys, we're on the way to see the second condo, Arise Condo. We're taking a car today because it is raining like crazy. This next building, Arise Condo at Mahidal, is even newer, with its build finishing in 2020. It also features a pool, gym, and common area, although much smaller than D Condo Ping. Unfortunately, I've misplaced the footage of the amenities. The studio was 27 square meters, and as you can see, it was beautifully decorated. Although they do not operate a face scan system like the last one, they do have 24-hour building surveillance. And the location is near Chiang Mai International Airport and Central Airport Plaza Mall. Hello guys, so the 2 apartments that we saw last time, they are no longer available. They both got taken. So we're now gonna go check out 2 different apartments. There are a couple different options in each building, I believe. And we're gonna see which one suits us. Hopefully one of them works for us. And then tomorrow we'll sign the contract. And we'll be moving in a couple days. Very exciting. This next one is a 1-bedroom apartment in the Chic View condominium, built in 2013. The place is much more spacious than the last 2 studios, however, there were some red flags, like the floor having a water damage spot right in front of the laundry machine. The agent pointed it out and said it would be fixed if I decided to move in there, but keep in mind that Chiang Mai is a hot and humid place, meaning one must always check for signs or hints that the apartment may have mold issues, and stay away when places carry that risk. I'll talk about this more in detail later in the video when I show you another apartment that had the same issue. Alright, we're about to go see the second one here. And the first one, it was okay. It would do the job, but I'm looking for something better, especially after those first 2 we saw. Those ones were really good, really nice and modern. So hoping this one works out. Ooh. This building is Hillside Plaza and Condotel 4, a very large complex with nearly 600 units and super well located, just across the street from Maya Mall and a block away from the trendy Nimmanhaemin Road. It's perfectly located for digital nomads, and it's also close to the famous, beautiful Doi Suthep Temple. Nice view. And the mall, Maya Mall is right there.
Yes.
Very close. Okay. This building is older as it was built in 2005. However, it's nice because the lobby has various restaurants, and like I said, the location is honestly unbeatable. We ended up viewing 3 different apartments in Hillside 4. Only thing is this one doesn't have a proper stove, but we could just buy an electric cooktop. And there's a TV, yes. The first 2 are spacious 50 square foot studios that both face the beautiful mountains, which is believed by a lot of people to be good luck. Gotta keep my hand. Now this last one in Hillside was a bit more spacious, but felt a bit more closed off and had a bit of a dusty vibe. It definitely could be nice with some love, but honestly couldn't compare with the beautiful views and the light open vibe of the last 2. Now the amenities here were awesome with a beautiful comfy pool, and the gym, although not free, is cheap and way more equipped than the average apartment gym. Alright, we're about to look at this condo here, or not condo, townhouse, with 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. Alright, let's go. Now this place wasn't one that I planned on checking out, but my agent told me about it and we were already in the area that day to buy something, so I gave it a shot. It was honestly too far from everything, and the layout didn't suit me so well. So, sure, it was spacious, but for someone with a young child, stairs inside just aren't my thing. Personally, as a digital nomad and single mom with my experience now in Chiang Mai, and after visiting so many areas, I prefer to live in the Nimmanhaemin area. It's trendy, full of fun stuff to do, and also has a lot of those beautiful apartment buildings with lots of different great amenities. Now for the story of this studio in Ping Plus condominium. As you can see from first impression, it looks very nice, modern, well decorated, and bright. However, it ended up having a huge mold issue. When you look deeper at the walls and open up the closet, it was evident that there was a huge issue. That's why you should always check thoroughly and inspect the walls, make sure there aren't any mold marks or moisture marks or anything like that, and always open up the closets and cupboards to check for a musty or moldy smell. Even the smallest of mold issues can cause a ton of health issues, and especially with children involved, this isn't worth dealing with whatsoever. For this home, we ventured down to Hang Dong, a semi-rural area just south of Chiang Mai. It's known for its mix of nature, local villages, expat-friendly communities, and upscale housing developments. This is a really big townhouse complex, and this home, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, honestly so beautiful. However, for me, like I already mentioned, I realized Nimmanhaemin is where I want to be. The last place we're checking out here is in Star Hill, Chiang Mai, a low-rise condo not far from Nimmanhaemin and built in 2015. Unfortunately, once again, it was obvious when we entered the apartment that there were some clear mold signs. And not to write off these entire buildings, a lot of the times it's just individual units that have the issue. The pool is very nice.
Yeah.
Very good view. The amenities of this building are honestly spot on, so I would give this building a chance if you're able to find a good unit. Surprise! We went with a second studio apartment in Hillside Condotel 4 and are honestly so happy with it. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you found this video helpful, let me know down in the comments and consider subscribing to my channel. Here's another video YouTube thinks you'll love. Bye for now!